My black nerds. All right. We love all of you, but this is a special treat for the Blurs. Let's meet the cast of Black Lightning. First off, Christy Adams. You know her from Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Christine Adams. You know her from Twin Peaks. You know her from Twin Peaks and Code Black. Nafisa Williams. You know her from Descendants 2, China Anne McClain. You know these producers from Girlfriends and Being Mary Jane, Salim Akil and Mara Brock Akil. And you're gonna know him as Jefferson Pierce, our hero, Black Lightning, Cress Williams.
Oh, wait.
That's right, show him some love.
Switch up.
Now, we don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna get right to it. By my count, now I'm kind of old, my memory's fading, but it has been a minute since we have seen a primetime network TV show feature a black superhero. Anybody remember Mantis on Fox? So, I wanted to ask our producers especially, why Black Lightning, and what does it mean to bring a character of color to the superhero TV world that we have now?
Wow, can you guys, yes, you can.
I'll start you out with the easy questions.
I know, right? Why Black Lightning? Because I think it's time. I think Jefferson Pierce is the epitome of what black men are. He is a man that is in love with his wife. He loves his children. He loves his community. So these, this family is like the Obamas of the superhero world. So, and we like that.
And we miss Obama.
I think the thing that makes it so timely is that, when we look on the news and we see that there's 125 shootings in Chicago over a 4th of July weekend, there are no superheroes going in that neighborhood trying to save people. Well, Black Lightning is going to go do that. So I think that's why we need him. That's why he's here.
So now, Cress, you'll recognize Cress from Heart of Dixie. You'll recognize him from Prison Break. I mean, the brother has done a lot of great stuff. I dug into his IMDb, though.
Oh, no.
Friday Night Lights.
He was also an alien on Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
He was also on Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman.
Yes.
What?
Is this the first time that you've gotten to play a hero?
Yes, I've been playing a lot of bad guys, so I'm changing teams. I'm officially on the side of the light. Yeah.
But seriously, tell us what it's like to play a character like Jefferson Pierce, who is operating in a world, we're used to seeing these superheroes at 30,000 feet, saving the world. But this is a cat who's trying to save his neighborhood, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's phenomenal for me. I mean, he, like Salim said, he's going into the community. And I think that we affect change positively kind of from the inward out. So he starts from family to his community, and then that affects outward. Usually we see heroes who are just trying to save the world, but he's trying to save the world one person at a time.
Now, before we go too far, we had promised some special news, a revelation about the cast. So, Salim, can you tell us who's joining the cast that folks are just going to find out here at Comic-Con?
You guys know the character of Gambi, right? In the Black Lightning comic?
Uh-oh.
Well, we got James Remar to play that character. Do you guys know who he is? Clap, yep.
48 hours.
Yep,
That's right.
48 hours. Dexter. And
Sex in the City.
Yep. And
Do
you guys remember the character Inspector Henderson? Yeah, from the comic, Inspector Henderson is going to be Damon Gupton, who is amazing, just an amazing actor. So we're super excited about bringing them along. And the next announcements are going to be even more exciting. So it's just getting better and better. That's the way we do. It's like chocolate, no pun intended. It's just better and better.
Black excellence.
Now, it's interesting to me because the comic book, movie, and TV world have taken a lot of flack for not being diverse. And some of us have been crying out for a while to see something like this, a TV show that's centered on black folks. So can you talk a little bit about the responsibility of doing that, and what can you bring to the screen that maybe we wouldn't see or we haven't seen in these characters that aren't people of color?
I think it's a celebration, of our culture that is a part of being an American. That through our lens, through our scope, through our pain, joy, struggle, triumphs, we can see that we really are all connected. I think, but it's through that celebration of the specific of who we are to connect to the universal of who we are. I also think that we bring, I just had a brain fart. Train of thought.
You were going to say the moderator is a very handsome person.
Yeah. I was like, Eric's handsome.
I just want to speak to that point a little bit about the diversity. And I think, yes, of course, we are a black family, but I do think our stories and what we're going to talk about and what we're going to explore transcend that. And I think it's sort of beyond color. I think it's great that we're there, but I think it's actually beside the fact that we're black. And I think it's more about universal things that we're all going to relate to and we're all going to connect with. That's what I'm hoping. And then it doesn't become about color, and it just becomes about us as human beings.
I thought it's come back.
I
think by have Black Lightning and eventually Thunder and Lightning helping to save the community, we get to shade in the humanity of those who need that help in our communities. And we also get to shade in the reason why some of our bad guys are bad. It's not that it's like a choice. We all have a choice. We can use our power for good or we can use our power for bad. And some of it's circumstantial, what's happening in our neighborhoods. And I think it gives, that's an opportunity and that's that responsibility that we can add from our perspective of what's happening in our world, real world today, and maybe inspire change within the viewers and within ourselves.
Yeah, that's interesting because when I see TV shows, network TV shows, try to tackle crime, for example, they're afraid to show black criminals. Yeah. But when you look at the South Side of Chicago and the gang violence, it involves the black community. And so how can you show those problems if you don't show who is suffering and who's also a part of it? And what's so interesting about being Mary Jane and Girlfriends is you guys have really captured black culture, right? But now you got a superhero show.
Yes.
So tell me about the challenge of doing that. I mean, we know you got black culture, but now you got to do the superhero thing too.
The biggest challenge was accepting that this black man was running around town in a suit. I mean, that's the easiest way to get shot by the police. You dress up in some weird suit and start running around trying to save people. Pow!
Shoot at me, please.
But are you saying Black Lightning Lives Matter? Is that what you said?
I am
saying that's a hashtag.
I think for us, we have been so character-based, and we will continue to be character-based. I think it is about balancing out when this man uses his powers, how he uses his powers, and why. I think that that was the toughest thing because we really want people to get to know this family. And their powers, like their race, is just a part of who they are. Like, the most interesting thing about this family is not that they're African American. I don't walk around thinking, ooh, I'm walking around, I'm sexy, I'm African American. I walk around just thinking, damn, I got to pay these bills and I got to get this job done, right? So I think that the challenge is not giving in to the idea that we need to be perfect. And to your point about exhibiting the problems of these communities in truth, yes, there is definitely a problem with police brutality, and we will get into that. But there is also a huge problem with us killing each other, and we don't mind addressing that.
Thank you.
For more Black Lightning, just click to the left to watch part 2 of the panel, or click to the right to watch part 1 of the Legends of Tomorrow panel.